Everybody, welcome back to Stack and Solar. Appreciate you joining me for another episode. Today, I'm going to be discussing why I'm continuing to buy silver at these prices and why I think you should too. So, the episode is titled Why I'm Continuing to Buy Silver at These Prices and why I think you should too. So, I'm going to be covering the kind of silver market conditions or the bullion conditions that I've been witnessing, and I did some research on just what goes into pricing silver in terms of the fundamentals of it. Why I'm still buying even though the prices are going up, and kind of what my approach is now that we're sitting at $50 average repeatedly. Okay, so I had started collecting silver almost 3 years ago to the date. My main idea of it was the value of the coins being more than what their face value. That appealed to me. The feel and sound of silver literally clanking and janking together gave me a little sense of understanding why pirates went treasure crazy. And the investment purposes, I think long term that this could be just as vital as investing in stocks or just putting this thing in the bank. So the current market price for silver, whenever I checked it today, was 51.34. That was a little bit before 3 o'clock, 2:50ish, 3 o'clock this afternoon. So let's break down the current market and just see, or not break it down, but give a little bit of a glance into it and what's causing these conditions and everything else. So if you notice that a few days ago we actually had a dip, it went down to $47, and that was while the government was still closed. Once the government opened back up, we saw the price increase, and obviously there could be numerous reasons why. Manufacturing, dealers overhead, the supply and demand, first of all, is going to be the most important in terms of why the price is staying at what it is. We've talked about it before, but industrial demand is just as high as what collector demand is, or what just the regular bullion, what is used for bullion and silver and, non-industrial uses, I guess. Yeah, but the overall point for it is that whenever you look historically at these prices and what it's been, which I'll throw up a chart here, people aren't stepping away. I'm not real collectors, real buyers aren't stepping away whenever it comes to these high prices hitting us. We're still buying. We're just being a little more strategic about it, a little more planned, and assessing what we are buying within that, not just throwing money out. Just looking at the past couple years, 10 ounces over $450 probably right now, and $500 right now for a 10-ounce bar, and we could have got them for $22.50 all day long, $2.80 all day long. So pretty crazy to see right now where everything is at, but it makes sense. Whenever it comes to the price movement, there's two things that you have to take into it. The dynamics of silver in general are usually broke down into your spot price and your premium price. Everybody knows spot price is just the value that we address everything before anything is done to it. And then the premium price is the price that we add onto it for the manufacturing, design, time, and all that good-ish packaging. We could include the marketing of it all to turn it into a product that we as collectors and stackers would continue to buy. Premium price is the value of the coins that we want to buy, and then spot price is the value of the raw or generic metal at its pulling weight out of the ground if I'm going to mine it. So if you're a silver miner or a gold miner, right now is a dang good time for you. Love to see what you're making. Let me know in the comments if anybody's watching this that pans. That's awesome. I've got two things. I've talked about them before. I'll throw up a chart. Let me pull it up on my phone so that I can have it kind of ready. I want to talk about why people invest, and the main reason is that silver is a direct and tangible way to save your money. And the reason why I say that is we could look at our buying power, which we'll get into, but we'll look first into what our dollars are. And, they lead one into the other. but by what our dollars are, I mean the value of them today compared to yesterday. And $10 in 2010 is a $10 bill. $10 in 2025 is $14.86. Inflation, number one thing. Nobody likes inflation. That sucks. With an average of 2.67% increase in inflation per year since 2010, we're looking at just over 49%, or right around 49%, is the percentage of dollar valuation that we've lost since 2010. So what used to cost $10 now costs $14, almost $15. Or an easy way to put it is a McChicken at McDonald's that used to cost $1 now costs $1.50, and actually $1.75 and more. So from purchasing and buying power, which we just showed we are currently losing, to the overall value of silver, which is the next chart that I'll throw up here. We'll look at 1980, and 1980 we were sitting at $36. Now that is really high, especially for the 80s. Now, but if we remember, that's only a few years after it had it had the all-time peak. So it actually makes sense that it's still coming down from the $49 or whatever it was sitting at. So it makes complete sense there. Then you hit 2000. You got a steady for 20 years, for 2 decades, a steady decline to under $4. And now over the last 25 years, we can see that it's shot up to sitting at an average of $50.45 this year. That's not an average. That's just one of the days I looked in the book and I pulled it from this month. I think it was this month. It had to be. But when you're looking at that, you really have to, I noticed in that, is that over a 25-year time, the value has basically 5x'd, more than 5x'd actually. It's technically 10x'd, but it's 5x'd its value plus. And since I started buying, it's 2x'd. I started buying around $25 an ounce, $22 to $25 an ounce, and now I've already technically doubled on the things that I've bought, or a lot of the things I bought in terms of valuation. So the potential of growth today for what I see 10, 20 years down the line is too good to where I think sitting my money on the counter or putting in a bank account I don't think it'll do me any good. I don't think it's going to do me any much better. So that's where I go in, and I have to have the confidence, but also somewhat of the knowledge of what the past has done and where I think we're currently going to go. And so it's very interesting to see. Let me know what you guys think of that chart. So my strategy, or I guess my point of view within buying silver, is currently I can't afford to continue to do this every month. So I do a small subscription box along with random buys. I try to diversify currently. I got into a really long period of just buying specific graded coins and stuff, and it took away from my stacking. So my whole goal for the last 2 months and then this upcoming year is to make sure that I start stacking again and getting a fair amount of weight to well, add as an asset. That's add as an asset. So I guess I'll wrap it up with this. Yes, it is expensive. It is crazy expensive, sitting at $51 today. Oh my gosh, that's insane. That blows my mind. But it still makes sense. If you have a plan in terms of what you're buying, just buying a few ounces a week or 1 ounce a month, stick with it, and it's the whole point. This stacks up. I appreciate you joining me and sticking in for another rough, kind of boring episode. But if you watch this, you rock, and I appreciate you. So give it a like, shoot me a comment, and just let me know your thoughts. Appreciate you for being here, and as always, stacking solo is not stacking alone. So we'll see you guys later.